Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive on a Tuesday late afternoon, early evening at 6 o'clock. Woohoo! And I thought I would do a quick little tip Tuesday for you. This idea came about while I was having class on Thursday night, actually. Somebody asked what the You're Invited postcards were all about, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then somebody explained, and then we put it all together, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is perfect for a Tip Tuesday. So we'll see who we catch live here, you guys. I'm in my comfy sweatshirt. It's actually a Packers sweatshirt, Lambeau Field. It's not your traditional Packers sweatshirt because it's more like a St. Patty's Day sweatshirt because it's like a light green. My mom gave it to me, and I am surprised after all these years, it's still soft, like, and not all naughty gnarly. So, so thanks, Mom, for my Lambeau sweatshirt. All right, you guys, looks like we've got 11 people watching. Hi, Feline Mays. So we're going to talk about the recipe card because it came up on Thursday, and I thought, well, this is a good thing to go over. Hi, Chris Dudrenke. And so I'll flip the camera down in just a second, but before I do that, because once I get into the Tip Tuesday, I don't have much. It's not a really big, crazy Tip Tuesday, but I've had people ask me about when the showcase of the March cards is going to be. And I put it together last night in my head that we would do it Wednesday. Hi, Heather. Hi, Sandy. Because I'm doing Tip Tuesday now, and then tomorrow will be the showcase of the March cards. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Hillary. And then Thursday I've got a live, and Friday I got a live. So you guys get 5 lives, 5 days in a row. Hi, Harless. So, hi, Melanie. I do have some happy mail. I've got a few things in the mail today. You guys, it was President's Day yesterday. Hi, Laura Sullivan. So there was no mail. So I had a bunch of mail in my mailbox today, along with all my paper pumpkins. Hi, Lisa. As you can see, they are over there. And I did get a few extra paper pumpkins in case somebody decides after the fact that they would still like one. Hi, Terry Costin. Hi, Christine. Hi, Mary. So I believe I feel like I only had 2 extra, but for some reason I have 3. So I'm going to go with that I have 2 for now. And if I end up with the third, I end up with a third. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Hilda Nell. So if anybody missed out on the Safari Celebration, that's what it says, Safari Celebration. Reach out to me. The cost to my house was $24. So if it's a porch pickup, whoa, thank you, my dear, for the beautiful words. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got a creeper in the corner. We need to block him fast or her fast, and then you guys will not be harassed by our creeper in the corner. Did you see that? So you guys, that is the spammers. They are coming back out. They disappeared for many moons, and then in the last month, I've noticed them. So when you have somebody that comments on one of a post in one of my videos or on one of my posts, and it's something like that, like, thank you, my dear friend, for the beautiful words, heart, 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 and gibber, gibber, gibber for a name. Don't ever click on it, you guys. Please don't ever answer to them. They're not good. They're bad for your immune system, I guess. Those people. All right. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Kathy Groves. Hi, Stacey Burns. Hi, Deb Norman. Oh, Kathy, you're so funny. It is the bowling alley time. I love it. So Kathy tries to catch me my Tip Tuesday when she's at the bowling alley. I love it. Okay, so now you guys saw what the spammer is all about. So if you are new to that and you don't ever know what I talk about when I say there's spammers, that's what they look like. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, so he's a creeper or she, whatever. It's a computer maybe. I have no idea what it is. So hi, Judy Bobo. Thanks for sharing, Sandy Wicklander. I really appreciate it. So again, the paper pumpkins, they were $24 to my house. And so if you're porch pickup, it's just $24. And if you need it mailed to you, it's usually $6 for the shipping to get it to your establishment. Okay, and just a reminder, I don't know what time I'm going to be live tomorrow. I still have to make one more card. I have to make the Easter Friends card to go for the March monthly class. And then as soon as I have that done, I'll do the showcase. So it'll probably, I'm guessing, be in the afternoon tomorrow. I do have class tomorrow night at 6, so it will definitely be before 5. Hi, Barbara Moynan. And so that showcase will showcase all the cards for March and also advertise what the half off bundle that can be won in the VIP group is. And I don't know what else. yeah, so I'm gonna keep it to a short tip Tuesday, you guys. But I was trying to get some people to roll in case, because some people say, "Oh, I missed you." Oh no! So I try to buy people a little time to get in. So I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna show you some Happy Mail that I got, and then I'm also gonna tell you my quick and easy tip Tuesday. Okay? All right, here we go, guys. So I got this beautiful card. Look at, I love the brushed brass butterflies. This one came from Janet Core, so very thankful for this card. Hi, Laura Wagon. And then this one came from Holly Paplow. Pretty, you guys. I forget about these guys. Those are the pastel pearls. And she had a nice little bubble wrap over, and you recognize this, Deb Norman. This is that, we call it DSP blocking. Hi, Linda Freund, our DSP blocking, and then the Hello Friendly. So that was from Holly. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at the beautiful inside on there as well. And then these came from Christina Bernard's. I just wanted to show you guys, it's not really a card, it's more like a postcard. But I love how she decorated the side and decorated the bottom. And she stuck these in with some payments for some classes. But I thought they were a cute and clever idea if you don't want to make a full complete card. Feline, that's awesome. I just saw that you're working on the swap cards using your the Mystery Monday fun fold from last night. I love it. Okay, the other thing that came up, two other things. Carla Cordes just asked a question, and I thought I would explain it to everybody. And then also, Margie asked a question about posting for Mystery Card Night. So I thought I'd take a minute for each of those and show you guys that stuff. So Carla asked about like the newsletter, not the newsletter, but my class schedule. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you this. So this is also a good tip for those that are new to me that you don't know where to find some things or when it comes to posting some things. So I have a class schedule that I have as a PDF version. And I know it seems very intense, and I can't deny that there's a lot going on. I offer lots of monthly things. You guys, so Monday night is Kelly. I believe Kelly's doing the paper pumpkin class with the Safari Celebration, but I have like a monthly class, a bundle class, the mystery card class. So ink, paper, scissors. I have a club that I have, and then the Let's Just Stamp, and then I have extra stuff. So if you're ever looking for this PDF, I'm going to show you guys really quick on a tip here where to find it. So under your internet, wherever that is, get into my website. So, oh, there it was already. So in my website, all right, naughty Nancy, you got to go away. If you're on your phone, there's these three little lines up at the top. If you're on a computer, it looks slightly different. But all in all, what you guys need to do is you get to, it's called Blog and News. And under Blog and News, the newsletters and files section. So this is a file. And it says Cards by Christine, newsletters and files. The very first thing at the top, it says Cards by Christine, February to May 2022 schedule. So I haven't updated it recently, but if you open that, then you can download it to your phone, and that's where this PDF populates. So that's exactly what we got. So then you guys can look and see, oh man, she's got March monthly class. And then she's got the New Horizons in March. So I have updated this. I just need, because every month I take off the previous month. So just so you guys that are new to me, you might not know where to find that. It's under my website, cardsbychrisb.com. The other thing is under events, you can go to my events calendar. And so all my lives are generally on Thursdays and sometimes oddball ones. But like you can see here coming up on this 24th is ink, paper, scissors, and once you click on it, that's where it shows a picture of the cards. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, Margie also asked about where to. Hi, Heather Brenner. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Julie. So Facebook. In Facebook, you need to go to. Let's see here. You need to go to Cards by Christine. And this is where, so you guys, I just had Mystery Card Night last night, and people wanted to know where to post the pictures. So when you're in my Cards by Christine Facebook page, you click on events. And after you click on events, you need to go to past events because it is now in the past. And when you click on past events, this is where you would go into the discussion, not about, but if you go to discussion, I posted the replay in here, but then down here it has this graphic. And in this graphic, oh my goodness, 141 comments. Oh my goodness, I love it. All right, so Mo, Lisa, Christina, a bunch of people have already put their cards in here. So Margie, I'm not sure if you're watching right now or if anybody else that's wondering, what you would do is comment as cards by Christine, and there's a little camera down here, and you need to click on the camera and take a picture, I think. I'm not quite sure because I don't know exactly what's going on, but you should be able to add a picture in here. So let's just see here. There's got to be a way to add a photo, and I really thought that little camera worked. I think maybe because this is going up in the corner, it might not let me, but this is where you can see all these people have already put in. I love it, Karen Wetstein. Awesome. There's Linda's. There's Susan's. Oh my God, Easter cards. I love it. Okay, so this is where you would go in. So then Kelly goes in and she grabs everybody's name who submitted an entry. Okay, so that's where it needs to go. There's Deanne's. Awesome. St. Patty's Day card. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully that helps you guys on where to submit that. So what is Tip Tuesday for tonight, though? Let's get into the meat and potatoes of what this tip is about. So this came up. Hi, Ann Ballinger. I need to remember to post my card for Mr. Oh, you guys, it was so awesome. So the squirrel that I am, I got done with the live last night, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and about a half hour later, I'm like, la, 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 cleaning blocks, doing this, doing that. And Deb Norman, thank goodness. She's like, did you post that yet? And I'm like, oh, no, I forgot. Because I get so distracted so easily when I'm done with a live. It's crazy. Because the emails, there's messages, and there's always stuff going on. So you guys never, always help me. If you don't see something by you think the time I say that it should be there, I do not have any problem with you guys reminding me. So I am like a squirrel. I can be very scatterbrained after I'm done focusing on something, and then I just try to get everything done afterwards. So, but thank you, Deb, for helping me make that happen last night. Okay, so part of last Thursday's class, the Heart and Home class, somebody asked me about what is this You're Invited? So they were seeing in my card kits, when I have my samples here, they were seeing this thing right here, You're Invited is out. And so I thought, well, this would be a great Tip Tuesday for you guys because I don't think I've talked about this yet, and it's kind of a good tip. So what happens when you sign up to become, that was why I couldn't replay. So the replay should be available as soon as I hit the end button. When you guys see my finger go up there, that ends the video, and you usually have about 2 minutes, and then Facebook populates it, and you should be able to see the replay. The post is sharing the post is the thing that was what I was slacking on. So when you become a Stampin' Up! Discount shopper or you sign up to be a demonstrator, you get a pack of these postcards in the mail. And you guys, I have a lot of people that sign up on my team and they choose to just be a discount happy shopper and never want anything more than that. And so they're never going to send out these postcards, but nobody likes to throw away things. Hi, Elaine Rebeck, right? We have a hard time throwing away things. And so what I do with these, when I get these from my team, I repurpose them. I have been doing this for probably 5 years, 6 years. I don't remember how long, but what I do is I cut this off here and I do throw this away because I really don't need it. But then I save this, and you guys can see on the backs of almost every one of my cards, I always have my notes here. I always include the paper and the dimensions, of what kind of embellishment or ribbon, and then the inks down at the bottom. And you guys, I know that you can't read that because I have chicken scratch. I usually do. I can write really nice when I want to be, or when I want to, but I generally don't. If I can, I chicken scratch it. So I always do the papers and the measurements. And so what I wrote in the title for this Tip Tuesday is recipe cards and an investment for your future. If you make a card and save it, and you think that you would potentially ever make this card again, that's where it's awesome that if I case this card, let's say in 6 months, I would pull this out and I'd be like, okay, I did 8.5 by 4 1/4, and then it's that's the base. And then Smoky was 2 pieces, 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Blackberry was 11 by 3 scored at 5 1/2. And so a white 2.5 by 5, and then I've got all my measurements And then 4 inches for gray granite. I use the ink colors. Hi, Barb Johnson. Secret coded notes. Yes, haha, I love it. So you guys, every one of these has that card in the back because I keep absolutely one of every card. You guys, it's gone back for 5 years. You think, well, she's got a lot. I do. But when I am feeling that creativity block that we talked about in a Tip Tuesday many moons ago, hi, Anna Rebadou, I go through my box of card samples and I look at the front and I see, oh, can I case that card very easily? And then I've got my measurements back there. So you guys, if you can't tell what I'm doing a slight little peeky sneaky of the cards that are coming up for the month of March, because honestly, that's what is in this bucket right here. And I've got it ready to go for the showcase tomorrow, except for one card. So you can see though, I'm just pointing out. Now, if you don't have these note cards, which is fine, Carissa uses index cards. She got a whole stack of index cards. Hi, D. She got a whole stack of index cards, which are like 3 by 5.5 or 5 by 3.5, something like that. Hi, Kay. And she writes a note, and those are nice because they're lined. They have like index cards have lines on them. But the other thing that I did a while back is when I host my team swap parties, I like to have my team members write the recipe on a sheet like this. And this is from a quarter sheet of paper. So I have these and they fit, basically it's an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And I made it so that there's 4 of them and then I just have to cut it in half and cut it in half. And this makes it so it's a little bit less sloppy-ish. And it breaks it down by stamps, dies, embossing folders and punches, paper, ink, and other. So this is great for me as a demonstrator who does hold classes, because when I'm pulling my class cards out to prep to get the supplies out for class, or like you guys, what class do we just have? Artfully Composed on Sunday. I can look at the back. So I'm going to go, okay, I need this ink, this ink, this ink. I need these inks. And then when I'm prepping, I'm just spending too much money in March. That happens, Gwen. Oh, March will be a good month then. This also helps me while I'm prepping the kits for class. So when I'm upstairs cutting paper, I know, okay, base, mats. I have my measurements back here that I don't have to take a ruler on every piece of paper and measure it. I do that if I question things, like if I know that's a 1/2 inch, but if sometimes I question things, I will still come out with my ruler and double check, because it's always that whole measure twice, cut once thing. So yeah, even if you guys have extra slips of paper, like if you have copy paper that the back is not good, so like I have my whole mystery card night, all these sheets from last night. I can't throw these away because I could use the back side, right? So I can use the back side for something, even though the data on the back here is not current or is not going to be used ever again. I use that. So you could cut that down to size and make a little recipe card. So I guess just depends if you think it would benefit you in the future to have that little note card in with if you save a sample of a card that you make, that's where it would benefit. Now, if you guys get my classes from me, every PDF tutorial, that's another benefit. So when I'm writing the PDF tutorials, I grab the backs of those cards and there I have the measurements, so I don't have to re-look at the card again. I can just go off of the measurements. So when I'm writing those PDF tutorials, it's another added benefit to have that card, because I can just look at the back of that, on that card, and it tells me my measurements, it tells me my ink. So like I'm in the process of writing the hand-penned PDF tutorial, which as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to keep like cruising through it. I got the pictures added to the document, but now I got to put all the measurements in. So, so those people that get my classes from me or my team, you get my PDF tutorials, and then you can always print them out and put them in a file or a binder and store them to have for future use. I have had so many people tell me that they print every one of my tutorials and put it in a binder, and then when they're looking for ideas or needing something because they have a little creativity block, they go to that binder and then they have everything right there in front of them. So just having it easy so that you can recreate and duplicate cards is a benefit. So Okay, Lynn says it's a great idea. Thank you. And I will definitely use this for my multitude of sample cards. Yeah. So it takes, and as I'm creating cards with the products in front of me and the measurements, that's when I write the recipe card. I don't like to have to go back and try to remember it. And so this recipe card is being created as the card is being created. So, woohoo. So Deb really appreciates the PDF tutorials. You guys, yeah, they go back. I have to look back at the first date, but I feel like I've been putting PDF tutorials in the team Facebook group since 2018, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like that. It's been a while, and they're always there. Oh, Barbara prints them all too. Awesome. Yeah, Kathy says the binder is gold. Vicki, I put a 1/2 inch by 1 inch printed pic of the card and paste it on the scrap page with the recipe. Perfect. Yes, that's awesome. So you guys get what I'm talking about. So this is a good tip. So some of you already know about it and do something similar, and some of you don't. So those that don't, just know that's always an option out there if you want to do it. Judy says she used to print out the copies of the cards and write the recipe under it. There might be 3 to 4 cards on a page, and then they went into a binder. Perfect. Yeah, very good organization. An answer, saving card notes. Yes, perfect. And Teresa prints them as well. It's awesome. So cool, you guys. Well, so yeah, France, Canadians can buy PDFs from me. I have an online store. So if you were watching from the very beginning of this Facebook Live, I went into my cardsbychrisb.com website, and what you would do, I'll flip down really quick and show you. Yeah, anybody can buy the PDFs. What you do is you go back into my website, Cards by Chris B, and you need to go under shop. And then in online classes, it's really hard to read this, but it says online classes. And when you click there, it goes as far, my very first class was the country home class. Every class that I've ever made a PDF tutorial for to put in here, I don't put in my monthly classes in here, and I don't put in the Let's Just Stamp. But anytime it's a 4-card class, I've been putting it in here. Some of these first ones were 3 cards, but you guys, these are blasts from the past. You might remember Gather Together, Christmas Gleaming, Snowman Season. When I started my website is when I started putting cards in the online store. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And at some point, you guys, we got creative. Kelly and I started to create collages so you could see some of the snippets of the card up front. And so the very last card class, sorry, that might make you dizzy, guys, but the very last one we did was Sunday, and it's under Artfully Composed Stamp-A-Stack. So the class that we did Sunday, you can go in here, you click on it, and you just add it to your cart, and you would pay with your credit card. I do have it on here at $11. If you guys choose to pay me with an electronic version, like I always do for you guys, if you want to save the money and pay with a different version, like Zelle, Venmo, Facebook Pay, Cash App, or anything like that, then the PDF tutorial is $10. But if you buy it online, it charges the convenience fee for using your credit card. So if you ever want to get it from me, you can just reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested in this tutorial. How can I get it? And we'll connect, and I can email it to you. But if you get it directly from my website, it's automatically emailed to you from Squarespace, my website provider. So yeah, so good question though, France. I love it. So Dee says she copies the front of the stamp set on a 5x8 card and number and prints out the PDF. And you guys are great. Very organized. I love it. So, okay. So good questions, you guys. And just know that you always can reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. And for those of you that are new to me, just send me a friend request. And we can be friends, and then you can always Facebook message me. You can text me. You can email me. Get a hold of me however you want, just to ask the questions that you need to, and we'll go from there. So yeah, the PDF tutorials, France, and anybody that's not in the United States are available to everybody. And I generally always put those PDF tutorials into the online store within a day. If we have the collage done. If for some reason we forget to make the collage, then I'm at the mercy of waiting for it from Kelly to get it, and then it maybe take a day or two longer. So, but, oh, there's Joy. Joy, your card went in the mail today. So, perfect. Yeah, you guys, it was President's Day yesterday, so I had a whole bunch of packages ready to go out in the mail, And then there was no mail, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's President's Day. It dawned on me in the morning. So so all that stuff got taken to the post office today. So it should be on the way. Enjoy your card that you won was in there as well. So, all right, you guys. Well, I think that ended up being a longer Tip Tuesday than we probably thought it was going to be, but it's always good. Hi, Robin. So you can always catch the replay for Tip Tuesday in the video section of the Cards by Christine Facebook page. And then also they're available a week later in the YouTube channel. So, all right, you guys, I will be catching you probably tomorrow afternoon for the March class card showcase. So, all right, lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you guys. Stay warm wherever you are. If you're in a cold climate with lots of snow, we did not get what we thought we were going to get, but it is still slippery and sliding out there. I did leave the house to go to the post office. Hi, Latokia. All right, you guys, I love you so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.